Well, I think history is important for all of us to know, not just as Rwandans or maybe as Americans or Europeans, because if we don't learn from it, we're doomed to repeat it, which is a famous quote, of course, from history. And so, and it's also in most of our lifetimes. This took place, uh, 30 years sounds like a long time, but it's not. That was a short time ago. And it's important for everyone to understand not just what happened, but I think more importantly, what allowed it to happen through the media and propaganda and through the government using the school systems to teach and divide people by ethnicity and group and physical features, as opposed to just being all equal. And that's probably, I believe, the greatest lesson is not what happened is so important to understand, but what allowed something like this to ever happen is the most important lesson for each and every nation to understand. Well, every people that makes up a nation and the government need to understand again what allowed this, and to advocate for freedom of speech, freedom of press, that the press shines a light on what's happening in every area of the world, but starting in each of our own countries, and how important our education system is, and not to be allowed it to be corrupted with hate and division and separating people by groups. And that's where I feel is a current modern lesson that each and every nation needs to understand, and to stop it from ever happening again, because it will happen again if we don't understand why it was allowed to happen in the first place. So interesting. I was very ignorant before I came to Rwanda, and prior to being here I was in South Africa, and I was picked up by an Uber driver, and I asked where he's from. He said he was from Kigali. I said, "Oh, you're from Rwanda. I'm going there in a few weeks. I'm excited to see the nation and to learn about your history and what took place." And I asked him out of my ignorance, I said, "Are you Hutu or Tutsi?" And he said, "I am Rwandan. We are one people." And I shared that story with a tour guide when I first met here, and she was so excited that that was what he said. And he had been in South Africa for 8 years. He's been gone from Rwanda. But his response was, "I'm Rwandan. We have no tribes. We're one people."